I do.
Good afternoon and welcome to live coverage of Averett baseball here on the Averett Sports Network. I'm Drew Wilson and I'll be bringing you today's non-conference matchup between the North Carolina Wesleyan University Battling Bishops and your Averett University Cougars. Averett comes in with a 5-24-1 record, 2-14 in the ODAC. Meanwhile, on the other side, North Carolina Wesleyan having a pretty solid season. They're receiving votes in the D3 baseball poll. They are 23-8, 12-3 on the year. So, looking at the starting lineups here as the team's getting ready for a rollout in just a few moments after the umpires will meet. For Averett, in batting order, leading off will be Mason Williams. He'll play left field. Brant Brophy at shortstop. Cole McLean batting third. He'll play first base. Tyler Wilson will bat cleanup. He's in the DH spot. Preston Robbins will bat fifth. He's playing right field today. Ryan Toney getting the start at third base. He'll bat sixth. Zach Proctor behind the plate. He'll bat seventh. Nick Romano will bat eighth at second base. Nolan McCabe will bat ninth and center field. And getting the start today for the Cougars on the hill is Shane Mickle. Meanwhile, for North Carolina Wesleyan, their batting order, playing left field and leading off will be Zach Lyon. Tyson Bass will bat second. He'll play right field. Jackson Hobbs at first base. Davey Morgan at second base. Jaden Barker behind the plate. Then the DH today, Alex Moskal. And playing over at third base, Javi Quintana. Drifton Padgett in center field. Luke Chung at shortstop, and pitching today for the Bishops is Clay Wardius. So those are your starting lineups. We'll take a break. When we'll come back, we will have more on today's matchup between the Battling Bishops and the Cougars. And welcome back to live coverage of Averett baseball here on the Averett Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in to today's game. I'm Drew Wilson, and I'll be bringing you today's broadcast between the North Carolina Wesleyan Battling Bishops and your Averett Cougars as they play a non-conference game here today at Owen Fulton Field in Danville, Virginia. It's a beautiful day for baseball. Temperature is around 75 degrees here at first pitch, and the sun is out. So a beautiful midweek game here for these two teams. These two teams, obviously former rivals in the USA South Conference. Averett moved to the ODAC this year, so obviously now just a non-conference matchup, but they have faced off once this year down in Rocky Mount. Bishops came away with a 15-5 win back early in the season. That game was on February 28th. So they now battle here again. They were supposed to play last week, but due to some rain and some schedule changes for the Cougars, they had to push this game back to this week because of too many games last week and taking a toll on the arms of the Cougars bullpen. So we are set to get ready here for today's matchup. Cougars wearing their navy blue jerseys and white pants. North Carolina Wesleyan in the gold, the Vegas gold tops and navy pants here today. Appreciate you tuning in to the Averett Sports Network for today's game. Be sure to give our channel a subscribe to our channel and like today's broadcast here if you're watching via YouTube. Take a look at the fielding alignment here for the Cougars. And you can see the defensive alignment here. Williams, McCabe, and Robbins in the outfield. Tony, Brophy, Romano, McLean in the infield. Mickle and Proctor, your battery. And Wilson is the DH for the Cougars. We'll get underway here. Here with Zach Lyon leading things off. First pitch, a called strike. A little bit late underway here. 2:45 official first pitch. Mickle fires in there. Strike two. Mickle on the year. 1-4 on the season. This is only his second start of the season. And that one is going to be chopped over to third. Tony, high throw, but McLean able to hang on and make the play for out number one on the 5-3 put out. For those scoring at home, that'll bring up Tyson Bass. Bass on the year batting .324 coming into today's game. He's started 27 games for the Bishops. So Bass, step in, facing off against Mickle. Mickle, a junior righty out of Richmond, Virginia. First pitch, a little bit wide for ball one. Mickle on the year, as I mentioned, this is only his second start, but is his 17th appearance. Ranks second on the Cougars pitching staff. Allen misses low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Mickle has seen action in 22 1/3 innings coming into today. 19 strikeouts. (2-0) pitch misses outside. Make it 3-0. Wind blowing from right to left field today. And that pitch in there for strike one here with Bass taking on the 3-0 count. Mickle with the delivery. This one fouled back to the net. And he's fought back to run the count full here. This is full count here. Pitch popped up over towards first base. McLean fighting with the wind a little bit, but able to make the play for out number two. So with 2 away, that'll bring up Jackson Hobbs, the first baseman for the Bishops. Hobbs leads the team in batting .436 on the season. Has 9 home runs, 51 runs batted in. Having a great year. First pitch, a little bit high for ball 1. Hobbs, a junior out of Brandon, Florida. 1-0 pitch from Mickle. That one catches the inside corner. That'll even the count at 1-1 here. And breaking ball, Mickle got him to swing at it and miss. 1-2 now the count. When Mickle's on, he's got some solid stuff. And the pitch, breaking ball misses high, evens the count at 2-2. Mickle with the pitch, that one fouled off out of play. The count remains 2-2 here. And that one, curveball, fouled off again as Hobbs stays alive. Cougars, this is their only home game this week. They have a couple home games midweek next week and then finish off the regular season at home against Eastern Mennonite. This one hit out to left center field. Mason Williams there, and he'll make the catch for the 3rd out. So that'll be at a 1-2-3 inning here for the top of the first. Still scoreless here at Owen Fulton Field. We'll be back. Cougars coming to the plate when we return.
Inclusive, encompassing, inspiring. Averett University provides all you need for a future you deserve through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential with flexible online and on-campus programs like our newest programs in entrepreneurship and psychology, with more coming soon. With affordable tuition and 24/7 support, it all leads to you becoming a catalyst for positive change. Visit allaverett.com. Averett University. Are you all in?
And welcome back. Mason Williams will lead it off here for the Cougars to start their half of the first inning. They'll face off against Clay Wardius, getting the start in today's game for the Bishops. First pitch in there, called strike. That one, a fastball across for strike 2. Wardius making his second start of the year, 5th total appearance. He's 0-2 with with a 5.40 ERA. That pitch a little low, and then that'll be called a ball here to Williams. Williams comes in, batting .288 on the season, making his 14th start of the year for the Cougars. Sophomore out of Mechanicsville, Virginia. And got a piece of that one, fouled it off. One to the count. Breeze blowing quite strong from left to right, and Williams will go down looking here for the first out. And he knew it, started walking towards the dugout. So one away here. That'll bring up Brant Brophy. Brophy batting .257 on the year, making his 30th start of the season, 31st overall game he's played in. And the pitch. Off-speed pitch on the outside corner for strike one. This one is going to be hit out into right field, and Brophy's aboard here with the base hit. So Cole McLean now steps up to the plate with a runner aboard. First pitch misses high for ball one. And McLean looks at a strike there, so 1-1 the count. McLean batting .229 coming into today. Brophy takes off, and he'll steal second base as the catcher Barker couldn't hang on the transfer. So it was a ball on the pitch, so Brophy down to second base. Here, 2-1 count to McLean. The pitch. And that one fouled off to the backstop. 2-2 now. And a swing and a miss for strike three, and that'll be the second out as McLean goes down. So Tyler Wilson now comes to the plate. Wilson 9 hits on this season, including a double.
24, Tyler Wilson.
Making his 18th start of the year in the DH spot. See if he can bring Brophy home or at least extend the inning. The pitch. That one's going to be roped down the line in left field. That'll probably score a run. And Brophy's around. And Wilson slides into second with an RBI double.
Now to hit number 28, Preston Robbins.
So the Cougars take the lead here early on. Preston Robbins now comes to the plate. That pitch a little bit off the edge. That RBI double for Wilson, only his second double of the season, 10th RBI. For Brophy, that's his 19th run scored this year. 1-0 pitch, misses high and inside. Wilson had to duck out of the way there. So a good start here for the Cougars. They can hopefully use this momentum, get them going, get their confidence going here early on. The pitch in the dirt, ball three. 3-0 count. Robbins probably taking all the way here. And that'll be a 4-pitch walk, puts him aboard as Ryan Toney makes his way to the plate. Toney, freshman out of Mineral, Virginia. Didn't see a lot of action early on in the season, but has worked his way into the lineup here in these last couple weeks, last couple games. This is his third start, only fifth game of the season, but he's batting .333, so he's making the most of his opportunities here. See if he can make an opportunity count here. It looks at strike one from Mortius. Tony's been playing a lot of second base, but getting the start at third base today. The pitch, a little low. 1-1 the count. Tony 1 RBI on the season in his 3 hits and 9 at-bats. Scored 2 runs on the year. The pitch, breaking ball drops in for strike 2. Bishop's trying to work out of this inning. 1-2 pitch coming from Mortius. In the dirt, good block behind the plate there by Barker. That could have easily gotten away and moved both runners into scoring position. Mortius with the pitch. This one's going to be roped into right field. They'll hold the runners. And that's the third hit of the inning for the Cougars, and now they've loaded them up for Zach Proctor. Proctor, the sophomore catcher out of Salisbury, North Carolina, getting the start in today's game. He's another guy who hasn't seen a lot of action this year. This is only his 5th appearance, 3rd start of the season. But he's batting .286 on the year with 2 hits and 1 RBI. First pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. Pitch, this one lined off the leg of Wardius. Oh, tough break for the Cougars. That one had up the middle all over it, and Wardius just got in the way and able to make the play for the 3rd out. But the Cougars able to score a run here in the bottom of the 1st inning. They lead 1-0.
University provides all you need for your future through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential. With flexible online and on-campus programs, affordable tuition, and over 50 majors and programs. Visit allaverett.com. Are you all in?
And welcome back. Averett with a 1-0 lead here on North Carolina Wesleyan after 1 inning of play. We go to the top of the 2nd. Davey Morgan will lead things off here for the Bishops. The pitch, foul out of play to the right side for strike 1. See if the Cougars can make the most of this opportunity with an early lead here today against the Bishops. And beautiful pitch there from Mickle. 0-2 count. Hopefully getting the early lead will give Mickle some confidence as well in this game. Be interesting to see if the Cougars, and it looks like may have a catcher's mitt malfunction. Proctor broke his glove there, so getting another catcher's mitt. It'll be interesting. I'm guessing that might not be Proctor's, borrowing it from a teammate. That could certainly be different working with somebody else's glove if it's not your own, but we'll see how that plays out. 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses high for ball one. We'll see how the Cougars, I was getting ready to say how they play out this game. Obviously, may do kind of like a little bit, kind of a pitching by committee here. That breaking ball had some nasty movement on it, but just a tad bit high. 2-2 the count. Pitch to Morgan. This one's going to be roped through the left side, and that'll be a base hit. And Morgan's aboard with a leadoff single. First hit of the day for the Bishops. That'll bring up Jaden Barker. Barker on the year batting .364. So Barker steps in. Mickle fires home the pitch a little bit outside for ball one. And a throw over to first. Not in time. Wind now blowing straight out to dead center field. And another throw. That one's wide. And the error will move Morgan all the way over to third base. So tough break for the Cougars. Pitch to Barker. Believe a ball there. That one fouled off. 2-1 the count. That pitch outside. 3 balls and 1 strike here to Barker. Barker 18 runs batted in, and a prime opportunity here. And that one nearly hit his teammate Morgan, had to hop out of the way as he drilled it down the line, but foul. So that'll run the count full here. See if Mickle can battle back, get the out. The pitch, strike 3. And that'll be the first out of the inning here on a beautiful strikeout there by Mickle.
Now to bat number 25, Alex Moskal.
That'll bring up Alex Moskal, the DH. He's second on the team, batting .427 on the year. Mickle with the pitch inside, ball 1. Good job by Proctor to get over and block that one. And that's going to plunk him right in the foot. So now 2 runners aboard here with 1 away for Javi Quintana.
Now to bat number 21, Javi Quintana.
We'll see what the Bishops will like to do here. Maybe try to send the runner on a steal to second. Runner not going, then pitch in there for a strike. Belt high. Mickle looks in, pitch on the way, and that plunks him right in the helmet. Got away from Mickle. That'll load the bases. Mickle has had some trouble with the hit by pitches at times, and now back-to-back hit by pitches loads the bases. Drifton Padgett now comes to the plate. Batting .200 on the year. And that pitch in there for strike one. See if Mickle can respond and work out of his trouble here. The Cougars can escape with the lead still intact. They could turn a double play. Mickle with the pitch. That one a little high. 1 ball and 1 strike. And swing and a miss. That one fouled off. That one misses high for ball 2. And strike 3. Good job by Mickle to battle back there.
Now to bat number 11, Luke Chung.
So if the Cougars can get out of this jam here. Now 1 out away, and that first pitch a ball here to Luke Chung. A little chopper out to first. Easy play. And the Cougars work out of the bases loaded jam here on the 3-1 put out over at first. 4 to the 3rd out. So Bishop strand 3 here in the top of the 2nd. Averett still with a 1-0 lead. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd when we return. And welcome back. Go to the bottom of the second inning. Nick Romano will lead things off here for the Cougars. First pitch in there for strike one. And this one misses low and away for ball one. And this one roped up the middle. That'll get through for a base hit, and Romano's aboard here. Fourth hit of the day for the Cougars here early on. That'll bring up the senior Nolan McCabe.
Now to bat number 9, Nolan McCabe.
So McCabe looking to get going here, batting .221 on the season. That pitch inside, taken for ball one. This one roped through the left side as well, and McCabe's aboard with a single. Cougars bats warming up here. That'll bring the top of the lineup with Mason Williams coming to the plate. Two aboard, nobody out. McCabe getting his sliding gloves on. Missed a little bit of time a few weeks ago with a finger injury, so I want to make sure he protects that. Williams showing bunt. Ball gets away. Throw down to third. The runner advances, so Romano, good aggressive base running there on the wild pitch. Pitch was a ball. McCabe stayed at first, had to wait to see if Romano was going to go or not, and smart move there, smart base running by the veteran McCabe. So runners on the corners here, 1-0 count. That pitch, a breaking ball, drops in for the strike. Runner takes off at second. Throw down, not in time. McCabe in there with a steal. Didn't catch the call on, I think it was a ball. It was 2-1 the count. McCabe has the speed when he gets on for sure. It's his 12th steal of the season. That pitch in the dirt. 3 balls and 1 strike now. And that pitch misses outside. That'll be a ball. So a walk loads the bases here. Nobody out. That'll bring up Brant Brophy.
Now to bat number 1, Brant Brophy.
And Brophy coming to the plate here. See what he can do. Got a base hit in his first at bat of the day. That one in there, a little low and inside for ball one. Brophy, junior out of Hayes, Virginia. Chance to add to the Cougars' lead here. They lead 1-0 early on. That one low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Brophy, you might want to hold off, probably thinking about holding off on swinging unless get something he likes. McWardia's throw a strike. That breaking ball drops in though, and that'll make the count 2-1 here. The pitch. Little chopper up the middle, could be trouble. They'll get the lead runner, but a run does score on the RBI ground out. Runner out at second base for the first out on the fielder's choice. But it does score a run here, makes it 2-0.
Now to bat number 4, Cole McLean.
As Cole McLean comes to the plate. McLean, runners on the corners here, one away. And nearly plunked him, looked like. Was close. So first pitch ball here. Wind now blowing pretty hard to left field. Throw over to first, not in time as Brophy's back. Brophy does have some speed on the base pass. He's 8 for 9 on stolen base attempts this year. Second on the team in steals. He does take off here. Ball hit out to deep. Right center field. That's going to drop in. That'll score 1. Brophy coming around looking to score number 2. And it'll be a 2 RBI double for Cole McLean. And the Cougars are up 4-0 here early on. Good piece of hitting there by McLean. And we're going to see a mound visit here. I don't see a signal for a change, but we will see a mound visit here for the Bishops as they talk things over. Tyler Wilson coming to the plate here. Averett out to a 4-0 lead. 3 runs this inning so far and only 1 out on the board and a runner at second base. Win like this would certainly give the Cougars some confidence here to finish off the rest of the season, going into some key matchups.
Now to bat number 24, Tyler Wilson.
So Tyler Wilson now steps up. He's 1 for 1 today, had an RBI double back in the first, drove in the first run of the game for the Cougars. Still only 1 away. Warnius looks, checks the runner now, fires home. Off-speed pitch in there for strike 1. And a little half swing there by Wilson. Offered at it, so count now 0-2. In the dirt, good block there behind the plate by Barker. Keeps the runner at second base. Seen Jaden Barker make a couple of nice defensive blocks back there behind the plate today. So Wilson now faces a 1-2 count. Pitch. Fastball outside, 2-2 now. And a throw back to second, and McLean back, and plenty of time. Pitch popped up over towards first base. Morgan will come over from second to make the catch for the out. 2 away here for Preston Robbins.
Now to bat number 28, Preston Robbins.
So Robbins steps up, runner at second base, still 2 away. Pitch, this one hit out to second base. Davey Morgan there, and throws over to first to end the inning, but not before the Cougars score 3 runs. They add to their lead. They lead 4-0 through 2 complete innings of play here. And our game between the Bishops and the Cougars. We'll be back with the 3rd inning. You're watching Averett Baseball on the Averett Sports Network.
Trying to turn 2, and they do.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the 3rd inning. Averett with a 4-0 lead here on the Bishops. Zach Lyon will lead things off for North Carolina Wesleyan. Fastball belt high, but a little bit off the plate. 1-0 the count. That went in there for a strike, though. Evens the count at 1-1. This one a little chopper up the middle. Brophy ranges over. Long throw to first in time for the out. Good solid play there by the Averett shortstop, and that'll retire Lyon here. And that'll bring up Tyson Bass. So Bass steps up to the plate. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. And get 2-1 count here. Mickle with the pitch. This one popped up right behind second base. Brophy in the outfield grass from shortstop and makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Now to bat number 15, Jackson Hobbs.
That'll bring up Jackson Hobbs. That pitch a little off the plate for ball one. And the fastball misses high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Mickle with the pitch. Fastball. That one finds the zone there. Makes the count 2-1. Hobbs came into today batting .436, but 0 for 1 in this one. He's going to get plunked. Third hit by pitch by Mickle. Puts a runner aboard here with 2 away, and that'll bring up Davey Morgan, who got a base hit in his first at bat. Pitch for Mickle. Breaking ball catches the outside corner for strike 1. Good movement there by Mickle. And that one's going to plunk Morgan right in the back. I'll put 2 aboard here.
Number 6, Jaden Barker.
So Jaden Barker steps in. Runners now on second and first via a hit by pitch. And that one fouled out of play for strike 1. Barker 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. See if Mickle can work out of this jam. Got out of a bases loaded jam earlier in this game. Line drive right past Tony. That'll likely score 1. And it will be an RBI, and an error will allow another run to score. And Barker moves all the way to third on the play.
Now it's bat number 25, Alex Moxley.
So make it 4-2 now, and now another runner. First pitch, a called strike. That one fouled off. 2 balls, or excuse me, no balls and 2 strikes. This one hit down the line in left field. And Williams there to make the catch. That'll end it, but not before 2 runs come across. The score now 4-2. We'll go to the bottom of the third when we return.
Is inclusive, encompassing, inspiring. Averett University provides all you need for a future you deserve through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential with flexible online and on-campus programs like our newest programs in entrepreneurship and psychology, with more coming soon, with affordable tuition and 24/7 support. It all leads to you becoming a catalyst for positive change. Visit allaverett.com. Averett University. Are you all in?
And welcome back. New pitcher on the mound for the Bishops. It's number 32, Cord Butler, getting his eighth appearance of the season. Butler, right-handed first pitch to Ryan Toney, in there for strike one. Butler, 5.95 ERA. He's got a 2-3 record in 7 appearances. And that pitch a little bit out of the zone, 1-1 the count. He's pitched in 19 2/3 innings with 24 strikeouts, so averaging more than a strikeout per inning. And that one catches the inside corner, makes the count 1-2 here for Toney. Toney 1 for 1 today. That one a little low and inside, evens the count at 2-2. That one in the dirt outside. That'll run the count full. This inning and due up, it's Toney, then Proctor, then Romano. And it'll be a leadoff walk here. After getting ahead 0-2, Toney patiently draws the walk, and he's aboard. That'll ring up Zach Proctor. Proctor,
Now to bat number 13, Zach Proctor.
unlucky first at bat with the bases loaded. He hit a ball right back off the pitcher and would have probably gone up the middle had it gotten through, but instead was a ground out and ended the inning. Curveball drops in there for strike one. Solid movement there from Butler. The 0-1. Ball popped up, out of play to the right side. That'll run the count to 0-2 here. Butler checks the runner in the corner of his eye. And he'll throw over to first. Toney back, though. Toney, no stolen base attempts this year in limited time, but he takes off there. Swing and a miss, throw down, and got him. On the strikeout, throw him out. Caught stealing 2-4. On the double play.
Now to bat number 2, Nick Romano.
So that'll bring up Nick Romano here. Base is now clear, 2 outs. That one in the dirt. One 0 pitch. That one finds the zone, evens the count of 1-1. Count now 2-1. pitch. And that'll be a walk here for Romano.
Now to bat number 9, Nolan McCabe.
So that'll bring up Nolan McCabe here with 2 away. McCabe 1 for 1 with a run scored. Also got a steal on the base paths earlier. Fastball in there for a strike. Breaking ball, that one finds the zone. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll do it for the Cougars here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, but they still lead 4-2. We'll go to the 4th when we return. You're watching Averett Baseball on the Averett Sports Network. And welcome back. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Javi Quintano coming to the plate for the Bishops, who trail 4-2. Shane Mickles' first pitch misses outside for ball 1. And that one in there for a strike, evens the count at 1-1. And a big swing and a miss there on the pitch inside. Couldn't catch up to it. 1-2 now. And that one's down the line. That'll get down for probably a double, but it's going to be a single as Quintano tripped coming around first base. I don't know if he slipped in the dirt or tripped over the bag, but took a hard fall, and you could tell he was frustrated because he had a surefire double there. The Cougars catch a break. So 3rd hit of the day for the Bishops. And the bunt dropped down. Mickle not in time, and it'll be a bunt single for Paget. That'll bring up the shortstop, Luke Chung. 4th hit of the day for the Bishops. They now have 2 aboard to lead things off here in the top of the 4th. And that ball high, gets away. And a wild pitch moves the runners up. So Mickle looks in. Settles down. That pitch a little bit off the edge of the plate. 2-0 the count. That one inside. Good job by him. Proctor to get over there and block it. 3-0 now. And now time called as Averett head coach Kenny Fleming going to make his way out to the mound. No immediate action in the Averett bullpen, although do see some movement down there. Somebody working the band. So 3-0 count here to Chung. Mickle fires in a strike there, trying to work his way back. But misses the zone, and that'll be a walk. That'll load the bases here with nobody out, and now that puts the Cougars in a tough spot. Here's the heart of the order. The top of the order, at least, coming through. Zach Lyons, the leadoff guy, coming to the plate. Came into the day batting just a tad bit under 400. He's 0 for 2 today. So he'll step to the plate. Pitch, ball popped up out to right field. This will probably be a sac fly. Deep enough to score a run. The runners do tag. They'll keep the runner from going from first to second, but another run comes home, and that'll close the gap to 4-3. Now runners on the corners with one away. As Quintana came home. Paget moves to third. Chung still over at first. Runner takes off. They'll fake the throw down to third, but it is a stolen base on the pitch. I think it was a ball. Actually, it was a strike. And that one misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Score now 4-3. This one popped up out of play to the right side. Now 1-2 count. Here to Tyson Bass. Bassett Jr. out of Wilson, North Carolina. Breaking ball just a tad bit high. Able to lay off of it. So Mickle with a 2-2 count here. He'll fire in. This one hit through the left side. That'll score a run. They'll hold Chung over at third. And that'll tie the ball game here with the RBI single. That'll bring up Jackson Hobbs.
To bat number 15, Jackson Hobbs.
Looks like maybe Tyler Smith warming up in the bullpen in the early stages for the Cougars. Mickle will stay in here, try to get out of this jam. One out, runners on the corners. Runner takes off for second. A called strike, but it will be a stolen base. Now 2 runners in scoring position for the Bishops. They've already scored twice this inning to tie it up. Threatening to take the lead here. That pitch outside. 1-1 the count here to Hobbs. Hobbs 0 for 1 with a run scored. And that one, it's going to be a pass ball, I believe. Will score a run. And the Bishops take the lead. Two balls and 1 strike. That one fouled out of play to the right side. Evens the count at 2-2. And a swing and a miss, strike 3 for the second out. That'll bring up Davey Morgan. So Morgan steps in, runner at third, 2 away. Breaking ball just off the inside corner for ball 1. Morgan 1 for 1 with a run scored today. That pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 the count. Another lefty, Thomas Heaney, warming up. He's warming up in the bullpen. And that's going to ride in and hit Morgan. That'll bring up Jaden Barker, who was on deck with his catching equipment on.
6, Jaden Barker.
Throw over to first, not in time. Runner back. And the pitch, fastball in there for a strike. That pitch looked like it might have crossed up Proctor. He was expecting the ball to drop on the outside corner. Instead, it was inside and able to snag it out of the air. This one fouled off down the third baseline for strike two. Runner takes off, and he'll steal second. Pitch was outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That pitch outside, runs the count full. Strike 3 called on the outside corner, and the Cougars get out of this jam on the strikeout, but they concede the lead here with 3 runs in the top of the 4th. They trail 5-4, but the Cougars can answer when we return, when they come to the plate. We'll be back. This is Averett Baseball on the Averett Sports Network. Welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Mason Williams will lead it off here for the Cougars, who now trail by 1. He looks at strike 1 here as Butler begins his 2nd inning of work. And that's going to plunk him, and he'll reach first base. Certainly one way to get aboard here. Williams now reached by walk and hit by pitch and his last 2 at bats. That'll bring up Brant Brophy here. Brophy 1 for 2, 2 runs scored plus an RBI. Breaking ball. Got away from the catcher there, but Williams had already retreated back to first. Williams has some speed. He's only 2 for 3 on stolen base attempts this year, but certainly capable. Now on a called strike on the inside corner here to Brophy. Evens the count at 1-1. Throw over to first. Williams back underneath the throw. Little chopper foul over toward the Bishop's dugout on the third base side for strike 2. Butler looks in. And Brophy goes down swinging here for the first out. Going to bring up Cole McLean. Had a 2 RBI double.
Now for bat number 4, Cole McLean.
He's 1 for 2 today. That one in the dirt. Good block back there by Barker. Fastball inside, misses. And another call and strike there. Evens the count of 2-2. In the dirt. That'll run the count full. Now over to first. Williams back. And that one crushed foul just out in front of it was McLean. Runner takes off on the full count. Throw down. Williams safe, but it is a strikeout at the plate. So 2 away now.
Now to bat number 24, Tyler Wilson.
And time called. And a swing and a miss there on the check swing. And pitch in the dirt, 1-1 the count. Time called. So it should be now 2-1. Too much time was taken by the pitcher, so it was a called ball. Butler delivers. Curveball in there for a strike. In the dirt. Good block there by the catcher, but count runs full. Payoff pitch coming. Here to Tyler Wilson. And it'll be a walk. Put him aboard. To bring up Robbins.
Now the bat, number 28, Preston Robbins.
That pitch inside. Ball one. That pitch inside. Now 2-0. That one in the dirt, gets away. Wild pitch will move the runners up. Now Averett has the tying run at third. Go ahead run at second here with 2 away. And 3-0 count here to Robbins. Taken all the way, but looks at a strike. And the pitch in there. Now that'll run the count full. Butler with the pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner, and that'll do it. Cougars strand 2 in scoring position here. They still trail 5-4. We'll go to the 5th when we return here on the Averett Sports Network. And welcome back. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Alex Moskal will lead things off here for the Bishops. Showing bunt, and he did offer at it. So it'll be strike one here. Mickle still on the mound for the Cougars. Battling along here, that fastball a little high. 1-1 the count. Just joining us, Cougars came out to a 4-0 lead, but the Bishops have scored 2 runs and 3 runs over the last 2 innings respectively to claim the lead there. That one a little high and inside. 2 balls and 1 strike here to Moskal. He's 0 for 1 today. And that one across for a strike to even the count. Moskal also did reach on a hit by pitch. Little chopper out to second. Romano fields it off the hop, and he'll get the 4-3 put out for out number 1. And Javi Quintana will now come to the plate. And that one misses for a ball. Two-0 count here. Fastball just off the edge of the plate. Three-0 pitch. That one finds the outside corner. And that one in there. Mickle trying to battle back here. Runs the count full. This one chopped down the line, but foul. Tony with a good play over there at third. The pitch, and that'll miss high, so that'll be a lead off, or a 1-out walk here. That'll bring up Drifton Padgett. Padgett 1 for 2 with a run scored. And a swing and a miss there for strike one. Padgett, Rocky Mountain native, playing for his hometown Bishops. Big swing and a miss there. Couldn't catch up to it on the pitch from Mickle. Fastball misses high. 2-1 the count. Mickle comes inside, a little bit too far inside though. Two now. Runner, good lead over at first base. That one way outside. Proctor has to reach out and snag it. And it will be a walk here. Puts two aboard with one away.
Now the bat number 11, Luke Chung.
Luke Chung now at the plate. First pitch outside, ball one. Proctor and Mickle talking things over here. Mickle with the pitch. Little bunt drop down. And Mickle can't field it. He kind of slipped, so that'll be a base hit. That'll load the bases here with one away.
Now the bat number 42, Zach Meyer.
That'll bring the top of the lineup to the plate. That pitch outside. One ball, no strikes. Now we start to see some action. Thomas Heaney, the third, now warming up for the Cougars. Line drive right to Tony over at third. That's a big play for the Cougars there. Now two outs. He played it perfectly, was standing right there. So that will bring up Tyson Bass. Mickle with the pitch. Little chopper over to third, but foul. And that one airmailed to the backstop. That'll score a run. Mickle, little collision there with Quintera. So 6-4 now the score. Runner stealing home. And he's out. Initially was called safe, but he never touched the bag. So caught stealing. That'll end it here, but not before the Bishops score one. Welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Averett trails North Carolina Wesleyan 6-4, but the Cougars have an opportunity here to get right back at it as they come to the plate, starting with Ryan Toney. He's 1 for 1 today with a walk and a single. And time called as the catcher, I think, had an equipment issue. So we're back at it here. Butler still on the mound for the Bishops, but he's going to plunk Toney right in the leg, and he'll reach on the hit by pitch. It's going to be a lot of ice baths today after all the hit by pitches we've seen from both teams. That'll bring up Zach Proctor. Proctor on the day, 0 for 2. Looking to get in the hit column here. Showing bunt. Throw down. Toney back underneath the throw. I think the pitch was a ball there. Showing bunt again, pops it up, and that'll get over the net. Throw to first, Toney back. Another throw over. And the pitch this time. This one crushed down the left field line, but foul. Proctor got a good cut at that one, but fouled it off. Swing and a miss there for strike 3, so 1 down. That'll bring up Nick Romano.
Now to bat number 2, Nick Romano.
Romano steps to the plate, 1 for 1 today with a hit and a walk. Also scored a run. Good lead by Toney over at first, but not going anywhere for the meantime. As the first pitch, a called strike to Romano. Romano, sophomore out of Chesterfield, Virginia. Swings at that one, but can't catch up to it. And that one in the dirt for ball 1. Just joining us, both teams with 6 hits on the afternoon. The Bishops currently with 2-run lead here. And this one floated out into left field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Romano with his second hit of the day. And now 2 aboard here with 1 away in the bottom of the 5th inning. That'll bring up Nolan McCabe. He's 1 for 2 today.
Now the bat number 9, Nolan McCabe.
So McCabe steps in. The pitch inside, called strike 1 on the inside corner. That one a little low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Busy day here on Averett's North Campus. This is the only sporting event going on here on North Campus, but we've got play to engage. A lot of kids here for today's activities as McCabe swings that one and misses. 1-2 the count. Then later on tonight, the Danville Public Schools are hosting a STEAM plus C night here at the Grand Center. Touch a truck out in the parking lot, so a lot of cool stuff going on here at North Campus. If you want to come check it out if you're in the area. That pitch way inside, nearly hit McCabe, had to hop out of the way. Two-two count. Butler with the pitch. A little low. That'll run the count full here. Top of the lineup coming up next for the Cougars. Payoff pitch coming to McCabe. Little chopper foul. Ball popped up out of play. Cabe still battling up there. Count still full. Butler looks in. Pitch, breaking ball fouled off again by McCabe. That one to get out of play. 3 straight foul balls here. Pitch. This one hit out to shallow left field. And the ball gets away on the, wasn't out, but a throwaway by the left fielder. Moves the runners up. Trying to get Tony, who was retreating back to second base, a little bit slower. The turn around and the throw gets away.
Number 20, Mason Williams.
First error of the day for the Bishops. But now 2 in scoring position with 2 outs for Mason Williams. So Mason Williams now at the plate. First pitch in the dirt for ball one. Williams hit by pitch and walk today. Chops that one foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah. Umpire asking for a few more baseballs. Ball popped up out to right field. Bass there to make the catch, and that'll do it. The Cougars will strand the runners here. And the tying runner at second base, but can't bring it in, and that'll be it. Here in the bottom of the 5th, we'll go to the 6th. Averett still trails North Carolina Wesleyan 6-4. And welcome back. New pitcher on the mound for the Cougars, the sophomore lefty, Thomas Heaney III. First pitch misses for ball one. Here to Tyson Bass. Heaney misses high again. 2 balls and 1 strike. And that one in there. And this one popped up in the infield. Brophy adjusts and makes the catch for the first out. So that'll bring up Jackson Hobbs. Heaney making his 7th appearance, 6th out of the pen. Only pitched in 7 1/3 innings, 2 strikeouts. That pitch a little bit high. Sometimes used just situationally as a lefty. Come in and get maybe 1 or 2 guys out. That pitch inside, ball 2. Heaney out of Kernersville, North Carolina. Misses there. 3-0 now. pitch high. That'll be a 4-pitch walk. That'll bring up Davey Morgan now. Morgan 1 for 1 today, but has reached multiple times. Breaking ball high and outside, ball 1. I think Eric Hansen warming up in the bullpen for the Cougars. That pitch does find the strike zone there, evens the count at 1-1. This one roped over the head of Brophy at short into left center field. Runner trying to take third on the play, and he will. So runners on the corners now with 1 out. Good aggressive base running there by Hobbs. Was on the move from the start. Could tell from his vantage point that the ball was going to get over Brophy's head. And so now 1 out, runners on the corners for the catcher, Jaden Barker. Barker came into the day batting .364 on the season. He's 1 for 3 today. So looking at a ball there on the a little bit too far off the inside part of the plate. And they'll get a rundown here, but the throw not in time to second base, so the runner will steal. Cougars had the pickoff called right. Still 1-0 count. Breaking ball a little bit high and inside. 2 balls and no strikes here to Barker. Now with runners at second and third. The pitch. Ball popped up in the infield. Romano had to hit back and now can't make the play. A run will come home.
Now, bat number 25, Alice Moskowitz.
So that'll bring up Moskal here. Looks at strike 1. A 1 pitch hit out into right field. Robbins back, makes the catch. Runners will tag, and another run will skirt home. 8-4 now the score.
Now, bat number 21, Javi Quintana.
That'll bring up Javi Quintana. Oh, 1 count. Throw over to first. Had Barker leaning, but able to get back. pitch. Inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch a little bit outside of the zone. Runner takes off, pitch in the dirt. So a stolen base. This one line, that'll get through, a hard hit into left field. Another run will score. And an error on the throw from, actually, runner will stay put, so it will not be an error on the play, but it had the potential to be there. 8th hit of the game. That run unearned as well. All 3 runs unearned in this inning as of right now. Strike 1 on the swing and miss there by Padgett. This one golfed out to deep left field. Back off the bottom of the wall. They'll send the runner. Actually, he's going to hold it up. Quintana looked like he was out of gas there coming around third. And he might be hurt, actually. He was getting waved by the coach, but you could see him kind of hold up there. For a second, looked like he was out of breath, but looked like and we got injured running around the base paths. I believe he was the one who tripped over first base earlier in the game on trying to get a double. But we might see a pinch runner here. Somebody's out of the dugout. Number 28, Reese Davis, has a helmet on and is standing nearby. Or it might be Colin Scoggins. There's 2 28s on the roster. So I believe this is going to be Colin Scoggins at third base. Again, multiple double-digit numbers here on the Bishop's roster, so pitch outside, ball 1 here. Breaking ball misses the zone there. 2 balls and no strikes. And the curveball falls in there for strike 1. 2-1 now. All 3 runs this inning unearned as of right now. Breaking ball, that one in there as well. Heaney working the curveball. Has a 12-6 drop on it. This ball hit out to deep right field. Robbins will adjust and make the catch for the out. That'll do it for the Bishops here. In the top of the 6th inning, they now lead 9-4. We'll be back. Cougars coming to the plate. And Brant Brophy will come to the plate here for the Cougars to lead off the bottom of the 6th inning. New pitcher on the mound for the Bishops, Drake Hobgood, coming in. First pitch chopped over foul on the third base side. Colin Scoggins stays in. Scoggins, stays in to play third base for the Bishops. That pitch in the dirt, 1-1 the count. Hobgood making his 4th appearance of the year. He's got a 13.50 ERA and a 1-0 record. Pitched in 2 2/3 innings coming into today. That pitch inside. 2 balls and 1 strike here to Brophy. It'll be Brophy, McLean, and Wilson due up for the Cougars here in this half inning. And Brophy just got a piece of that one. Pitch called, strike 3. So Brophy goes down looking. That'll bring up McLean here, who's 1 for 3 on the day with 2 RBIs. I'm good with the pitch. Breaking ball inside, ball one. That one in there for strike one. One pitch, fouled out of play to the right side. That pitch low and inside at the feet of McLean. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now to the sophomore. And McLean way out in front of that one, fouls it off. That one fouled off again. Two, the count still. And that pitch outside. Runs the count full. So the payoff pitch coming. That'll be a walk here, drawn by McLean with one away.
Now the bat number 24, Tyler Wilson.
So Tyler Wilson now coming to the plate. Throw over to first. McLean back. Wilson 1 for 2 with an RBI double today. Also drew a walk. Lays off the fastball inside, belt high. That curveball finds the zone there. 1-1 the count. So 1-1. Throw over to first. McLean back underneath the tag attempt. Gavin Colwell's grabbed a bat. He's on deck. Would be pinch hitting. And that one got away from Hobgood, but McLean couldn't get a good look at it because it was behind the back of Wilson. Barker initially had it, and it popped out of his glove. But McLean was blocked, so he couldn't see. So had to stay put at first base. Couldn't get to second. That pitch high. That gets away, though. So McLean down to second on the wild pitch. Count now 3-1. And that one across for strike two. That'll run the count full here. And that one roped but foul over toward the Bishop's bullpen area. That one hit out to left field. That'll drop in. They'll hold McLean at third. Second hit of the day for Wilson. 8th hit of the day for the Cougars. And we got a pinch hitter. Gavin Colwell will come to the plate. Colwell batting .292 on the season, but has been out the last couple weeks due to injury. So good to see him getting into the lineup here. He was swinging a hot bat there for a little bit. He's still third on the team in RBIs with 13. Despite only playing in 19 games. Coming into today, the first pitch, a ball, and now time called. I'll have a little infield chat here with Hobgood. Colwell, 19 hits, including 7 doubles, 2 home runs. One 0 count. And big swing there as Colwell chases it in the dirt. One pitch. They say he did go, but it got away as a wild pitch. And a run scores, make it 9-5. One-two pitch. Strike 3. So now 2 away. Colwell goes down looking.
Now to bat number 34, Ryan Toney.
So that'll bring up Ryan Toney. Toney 1 for 1 with a walk. That pitch low and outside, ball 1. Toney also hit by a pitch today. And a swing and a miss there. One ball, 1 strike here with 2 outs. Runner at second base. Cougars back within 4. Would love to knock in this run at second and chip a little bit more off the deficit. That one in the dirt. Actually, they're going to say it hit Toney in the foot. So he'll reach on it, hit by pitch, second time today. And that'll bring up Zach Proctor. Proctor still searching for his first base hit. He's 0 for 3 today, but as I mentioned, got unlucky with his first at bat. Should have had an RBI single up the middle, but it clipped the pitcher and ended up being a ground out. So Proctor steps to the plate. That pitch in there for a strike. A one pitch swung on a miss for strike two. Little chopper, but that'll roll foul. Count remains 0-2 here. I'm good with the pitch. Line down the left field line. They're going to send one. And a bobble by the left fielder, but they'll get Tony at third. And that'll do it, but the run does score, and that makes it 9-6. So Cougars get back within 3. We'll go to the 7th when we return. And welcome back. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Bishops now only lead 9-6. The Cougars able to score twice in the last half inning. Quick 2-0 count here to Zach Lyon. Thomas Heaney's back out pitching here for the Cougars. His delivery outside. 3 balls and no strikes. And that one a called strike. Haney with the pitch in the dirt, and that'll be a walk here. Put the leadoff guy aboard.
Now to bat number 7, Tyson Bass.
That'll bring up Tyson Bass, but looks like we're going to see a pitching change here for the Cougars. We'll let you know who it is in just a moment. And welcome back. Eric Hansen is the new pitcher for the Cougars. The junior out of Gladys, Virginia. Now in the game, making his 20th appearance. That leads all Cougars pitching this season. He's 1-1 with a save, a 6.62 ERA, 17.23 innings pitched with 12 strikeouts. And a first pitch misses for ball one here as he faces off against Tyson Bass. Bass 1 for 4 today. Runner takes off. Throw down to second base, not in time. And it'll be a stolen base. Believe the pitch was a ball, and it was called a ball. So 2-0 count here. Now runner in scoring positions. Hansen. Breaking ball catches the outside corner for strike one. That pitch in the dirt. Good block by Proctor behind the plate. 3 balls and 1 strike. This one roped out to deep left field. Back, gone. 2-run home run by Tyson Bass. So the Bishops get those runs right back. Wind was blowing out from right to left field, so was hit it the right way, and it got caught up in that wind and just sailed out of here. And Hansen delivers a ball there. And that one a called strike. Two balls and 1 strike now. And this one hit out to Brophy at short. Throw high, but eventually comes down, and McLean there to make the catch over at first for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Davey Morgan. That one in there for a called strike. Ball popped up over towards first base. Foul territory. McLean makes the catch for the out. So 2 away now for the Bishops.
Now at bat number 6, Jaden Barker.
First pitch. Misses for ball one. That one low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. And Jaden Barker. Hanson's pitch fouled out of play to the right side. Curveball misses inside. 3 balls and 1 strike. And not sure if that one was fouled or just swung on a miss, but either way, it's a strike. So full count now. And this one line back. Hanson got a piece of it, but gets over to Romero. So it'll be a 1-4-3 put out for the final out since Hanson touched it. And that'll do it, but not before a 2-run home run makes it 11-6. Your score. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th when we return. And welcome back. Nick Romano will come to the plate here for the Cougars. New pitcher, it's Clayton Gilmore, the senior out of Kannapolis. Will take over on the mound for the Bishops. First pitch, a called strike on the inside corner here to Romano. Averett with his work cut out for them. Down 5 runs, but not out of the question. Cougars scored 4 runs over the first 2 innings, so they've got 3 at-bats left, including this one. Romano swinging a miss there for strike 2. 1-2 the count. And this one, a little check swing. There'll peel, and they said he did go around. And strike 3. So that'll bring up Nolan McCabe.
Now the bat, number 9, Nolan McCabe.
McCabe, the senior, steps in. 3 bats, has 1 hit on the day. Lays off that pitch high. And And that one a little low. 2 balls, no strikes. Make it 3-0. And it'll be a 4-pitch walk. Puts McCabe aboard. That'll bring up the top of the lineup with Mason Williams.
Now the bat number 20, Mason Williams.
Williams 0 for 2 today with a walk and a hit by pitch. And that one in there for strike 1. McCabe already with a stolen base in this one. Up to 12 on the year. See if he takes off at some point. That pitch a little bit off the edge of the plate. 1-1 the count. That one fired in for a strike. 1-2 now here to Williams. That one outside, gets to the backstop, and McCabe will get down to second base on the wild pitch. Yeen LaGreca is the new catcher here for the Bishops. Two-two pitch. Laid off the high heat. 3-0. So Williams looking at a full count here. This one hit out to shortstop. Going to be a tough play. And what a great play out there by Luke Chung. And a good scoop over at first by Hobbs. McCabe had to stay put at second.
Now the bat number 1.
So now 2 outs.
Trophy.
First pitch of ball. Here to Brophy. That one inside, but catches the corner for strike 1. That one fouled off. This one hit out to third base. And a 5-3 ground out will end it here for the Cougars in the bottom of the 7th. We'll go to the 8th. The Bishops lead 11-6. And welcome back. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Alex Mosk will lead it off here for the Bishops, who lead by 5. First pitch from Hansen misses inside for ball 1. And that one a called strike. That one misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike now. Here to Moskal, who's 0 for 2 but does have an RBI. Make it 3-1 now. And nice pitch there by Hansen. Catches the outside corner. Full count now. This one's going to be poked out to left field, but Williams fights off the sun and able to make the catch.
Bat number 28, Colin Scott.
Colin Scoggins at the plate, looks at ball 1 there. Scoggins came in as a pinch runner and stayed in to play third. Fouls off that pitch. 1-1 the count. This one hit out to right field. Could be trouble. Drops in front of Caldwell. And that'll be a base hit. 11th hit of the day for the Bishops. So the one away, that'll bring up Drifton Padgett.
Bat number 5, Drifton Padgett.
That pitch high, ball 1. Padgett 2 for 3 today with a run scored and a walk. Looks at a strike there. This one popped up into right field. Caldwell there to make the catch. Runner will hold at first. 2 away now.
Bat number 11, Luke Chung.
That'll bring up the shortstop, Luke Chung. Made a great defensive play just a few moments ago at short. Now coming to the plate here. Looks at strike 1 from Hansen. Pitch, chop foul. And that one fouled off. That one fouled off as well. Count remains 0-2. That pitch outside. We'll chop her over to first, but foul. Hansen's pitch misses outside, evens the count at 2-2. This one hit over to first. McLean can't field it cleanly. Knocked it down, but then had trouble picking it up.
Now, bat number 42, Zach Lyon.
I'll bring up Zach Lyon. So we'll go down as a single. McLean had a tough time knocking that ball down. That pitch in the dirt for ball one. Breaking ball, a little bit high. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Lyon. Cougars back in action tomorrow on the road at Guilford College. Breaking ball drops in. 2-1 now. This one hit up the middle. That'll get through, and that'll score another run. RBI single for Lyon. Makes it 12-6. Runners now on the corners. Tyson Bass coming to the plate.
Now, bat number 7, Tyson Bass.
Bass parked a 2-run homer into left field. And his last at bat. Fastball in there for strike one. High heat inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner takes off. That one hit out to right field. That'll score another. And he'll be out trying to take second on the play. So a single and then a throw out. Believe that would be 9-3 to 6 for those scoring at home. So it ends up scoring a run. So 13-6 your score. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th when we return. Cole McLean will lead things off here for the Cougars. First pitch, a called strike. That one misses, so 1-1 the count here. And swing and a miss. 1-2 now. This one crushed to deep left center field. Back off the warning track. Nearly hopped over the wall for a ground rule double, but it'll just be a regular double. A stand-up double here for Cole McLean. 10th hit of the day for the Cougars. He's now 2 for 4. That'll bring up Tyler Wilson, another guy who's got 2 hits on the day. So Wilson steps up to the plate here. See if he can help out the cause for the Cougars. The pitch, ball hit out to right center field, could be trouble. And it is an out. And they said he tagged up in time.
Now the bat, number 11, Gavin Colwell.
So it was a fly out and moved the runner up. That'll bring up Gavin Colwell. Fastball misses for ball 1. Ball 2. And that pitch misses high. 3 balls and no strikes. And a 4-pitch walk here to Caldwell. Puts runners on the corners.
Now the bat, number 34, Ryan Toney.
That'll bring up Ryan Toney. First pitch, fastball misses outside. That one across. 1-1 the count. This one hit over to third. They'll turn 1, make it 2. 5-4-3 double play, and that'll do it for the Cougars here in the bottom of the 8th. Go to the 9th. North Carolina Wesleyan with a 13-6 lead over Averett. And welcome back. New pitcher on the mound for the Cougars. It's John Michael Holly. Comes on here to start the 9th. First pitch in there for a strike. That one misses. 1-1 the count. Ball popped up out towards right field. Romano makes the catch.
Now the bat, number 23, Davey Morgan.
That'll bring up Davey Morgan. That one skips to the backstop. Two and 0 the count. Little chopper out to short. Brophy. Make the catch and the throw for the second out. So 2 away.
Now at the bat, number 37, John LaGreca.
Ian LaGreca now at the plate. Swing and a miss. This one hit out to right field, but right at Caldwell, and that'll do it for the Bishops here. And the top of the 9th. Zach Proctor will lead it off here for the Cougars in the bottom of the ninth. Cougars trail 13-6. New pitcher on the mound for the Bishops. It's Cullen Davis, the junior out of Cleveland, North Carolina. First pitch, a ball. And that's going to plunk Proctor, put him on first base. That'll bring up Nick Romano.
Now the bat number 2, Nick Romano.
Pitch outside. Ball 1. Two balls and no strikes. That one finds the zone, 2-1. Fastball catches the outside corner, evens the count, 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll go down for the first out. That'll bring up Nolan McCabe.
Now the bat number 9, Nolan McCabe.
Pitch in there for strike 1. Little chopper foul behind the plate. Count now 0-2. Fastball high, ball 1. 1-2 the count here to McCabe. 1 for 3 today with a walk. And that pitch swung on a miss for strike 3, so 2 outs now. Cougars down to their last out. And going to see a pinch hitter. It's Kevin Ziske. Will come in to pinch hit for Mason Williams.
Now hitting number 17, Kevin Ziske.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. That pitch outside. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Ziske. Sophomore. Batting .292 on the year, but didn't get a start in today's game. But coming in as a pinch hitter here. Looks at that pitch just off the edge of the plate. 2-1. That one in the dirt. 3 balls and 1 strike. Brophy would be due up next. Ball hit out of play to the left side. That'll run the count full here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first. Runner takes off. Slow roller out to second. Bobbled initially by Morgan. But that'll be it. Final score. North Wesleyan 13, Averett 6. Thanks for tuning in to today's broadcast of the Averett Sports Network. Be sure to follow all the stats and latest news at AverettCougars.com. We'll catch you next time.